Hey there, and greetings from New York City's JFK International Airport. We're going to be documenting our experience flying Aeromexico during the pandemic. We're flying to Mexico City and then on to Cancun. So I want to show you a little bit about what the experience is like flying today. First of all, you have to have the right equipment. So this is what I travel with. As soon as you go into the terminal, you've got to put on your mask. And then a little optional thing that's not required, but I like to do it because just to protect myself even more. These handy glasses. I'm taking them off now because they hide my voice a little bit. But what they do is they protect your eyes as well as your mouth and nose. So it's just one added layer of protection. The airports are definitely a little quieter now. We're going to check out and see what our first international airline flight will be like. I've flown to Cancun already, but not on Aeromexico. So we're going to see what their service is like on board. Looking forward to the experience and can't wait to get to Mexico. As you can see, the airport is really quite empty compared to how it usually is, except for Angel Pabon, and there he is, and we're ready to check in now and go through security. And there's our Aeromexico flight. This Boeing 737 is waiting for us to board. And this is beautiful business class on the Boeing 737 in Aeromexico. We're taking our seats now. Okay, so we're on board the flight, Aeromexico. Beautiful, nice big business class seats for our flight. This is one of the things that I always do when I fly now. You bring in sanitizing wipes. When we got on, they actually have hand sanitizer that they give to you, so that's great. But then I just use these wipes just to wipe off all the common surfaces. Although I know that Aeromexico has a very big sanitary hygiene cleanliness program, so everything's really clean. But it's always a good idea to just do it yourself too, just in case. So looking forward to enjoying a wonderful flight and some good in-flight service. In-flight service is not what it usually is right now. They've cut back on everything on every airline right now. But it's still nice to have these big seats and to relax a little bit. So we'll check in later during the flight. One of the things that you might find when you fly during the pandemic is that there are no business travelers, and so there's no one else in business class. So we have a lot of space to spread out. And the seats, look at the leg room, a lot of space. What do you think, Angel?
Oh, it's really nice, very comfortable.
Beautiful, so it's going to be a very nice flight. Okay, so as it turned out, the business class was not completely empty. Other people did get on later. The experience was really good. We actually had two drink services with snacks, limited snacks and limited drinks available, but it was still very good service. Aeromexico tends to be better in terms of in-flight service than flying a U.S. airline into Mexico, in my opinion. So now we are at Mexico City, Benito Juarez International Airport Terminal 2, nice modern terminal. This is the nicest of the two terminals here in Mexico City. And as you can see, it's not crowded. So just like JFK and just about every other airport in the world right now, there's not much of a line anywhere. We went through customs and immigration super quickly because there's not a lot of people, no business travelers and very few leisure travelers. We were the only foreigners in the foreign line, so that made our processing go much faster. So now we're just waiting. We're going to find our transportation over to the hotel where we're staying tonight, and stay tuned for more about our flight experience with Aeromexico. We're at the Cancun airport now, getting ready to fly back to Mexico City. And so now, whether you're flying domestically or internationally in Mexico, you do have to fill out a COVID form, basically a health form. So Angel is just doing it. You scan it, provided you have a cell phone that can scan. You scan the QR code and then fill out the questionnaire, and then you have to present it when you pass through just before you pass through the security over there. So it's fairly easy to do, but it does take a few minutes, so it's something you need to plan for a little bit of extra time in order to do it. Some hotels in Cancun actually have the QR code in their check-in or check-out area, so you might be able to scan it before you even get to the airport, but it depends. Not all do. So it's time for us to scan and go through security, right, Angel?
Yes, fine.
Ready? 2, 3. So we're here at Mexico City Airport now, and a very good travel tip for you nowadays if you're flying. You need to allow extra time, even though there are fewer people in the airport, and that's because we got here plenty early here at Mexico City Airport at Terminal 2, which is Aeromexico. And the check-in with Aeromexico was super fast, no lines at all. But you need to allow extra time for the special safety and health screenings and all of that. So as soon as we went through just starting to go through security, you have to fill out a form, which we highlighted before. But then also, when they saw that we've been to the United States within the past 14 days, that put us in the Alerta 19 category, right, Angel? Is that what it's called? So they pulled us aside. We had to wait about 15 minutes for a paramedic to show up. The paramedic uses a little clip to take your blood pressure, I think, and then also your temperature with a gun. And they ask a few more questions in addition to the questions that you have to fill out on the form that you scan with a QR code. After that, then we proceeded to the regular security screening, which was fine, but it takes longer than usual because they are screening much more thoroughly. So they were going through almost every bag of almost every passenger. So it's taking a little bit more time, but there's actually fewer people in the airport. So once you're through all that, then it's actually a rather relaxing environment, as you can see here, because that's the thing Angel wanted me to mention. From the time we stepped into the airport to the time we were done with security, done with check-in, and done with everything, it was almost an hour, just to give you an idea of the extra time that you need to have in mind when you're doing this. And so that's about it. So we're here now, and it's quiet. Usually I couldn't do a video like this in the airport without a mic, because it's usually too loud. So we're here, we're relaxed, we're ready to board the Aeromexico flight for New York City, and it's been a great trip.
You can see some of the security with the distancing.
Yes, they're very good about the signage to keep people separated. It's very interesting. So, yeah, we're ready to go, ready for the next stop in our lives.
Bye.